Welcome back to the Coaching Hive podcast. If you tuned in last week to episode 83, you know that this week we are doing something a little bit different. And actually, from here on out, for a little while at least, I am going to be focusing on different tools and services and ideas that you can use inside your business to help make things easier. As an entrepreneur, you know that the tools you use, the services that you uncover and implement, and the courses you take can make or break how easy your journey is. Today, we are going to jump in with a hot topic that I think will really resonate with you, and that is consistency in social media. How do you be consistent and actually make a difference with your social media approach? With our theme of simplicity, clarity, and vision for 2022 in mind, let's go ahead and jump in. I'm Dr. Maura, and this is the Coaching Hive podcast. Okay, so here's the deal. Social media, we know that it's an important part of business, right? It is something that in our online, ever-connected world is no longer an option. It's something that we have to do every day, or at least multiple times a week. And that is where the problem begins. We have to be consistent, and we have to have something to say in a way that gets attention, gets the right kind of attention, the right kinds of eyes on our content. And then we have to actually take it to the next step and convert people who are interacting with our social media into paying customers and clients. Otherwise, why bother with social media other than just for personal use? Getting active on social media is tough, but it's necessary, and it's possible to do it without pulling out your hair. In fact, one of my favorite and brand new, really, resources that I've found recently is Justin Welsh's content operating system. Now, when you think about a computer, you think about the fact that it has an operating system of some kind. If you're a Mac user, you've got your OS, you may have Windows if you're a Windows user, and it really drives everything that you do on your computer. Well, Justin has put together an operating system that drives how you build your business, how you get eyes on your business through social media. And my favorite thing about him is that he doesn't do it through paid advertising. Zero ads. He is 100% organic growth, and he is doing right now, at the time of this recording, somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.7 million a year in revenue. Pretty cool, right? He has 180,000 followers on Twitter, and he has 270,000 followers on LinkedIn. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's great, but does he actually make money? I know you have revenue, but does he actually make money? And yeah, he's got about 95% margins. So this is one of my favorite approaches that I've found to social media. His content operating system is delivered in a brief, it's somewhere around an hour-long course that's just $150. When you look at all of the other social media stuff out there, it can get expensive really quickly. But Justin has done a great job in staying true to his values and committing to putting out these courses that are accessible. They're doable. In fact, I've already gone through his course twice in an effort to really refresh myself. I had gotten started on the content in his content operating system course, and then I had to put some things on the back burner. You know, life happens. I'm a mom, homeschool teacher. I got my professor stuff. My courses were starting up, and I had to kind of step back a little bit. And this course is one that I don't go, oh man, how am I going to go back through all of this? Because it just takes about an hour. I can do that. You can do that. So going through his course multiple times doesn't bring any kind of anxiety or worry about it. It makes me go, yeah, this is doable. Now, if the price of $150 for a course that is full of great information isn't enough, if the fact that it's actually doable because it's just about an hour isn't enough, let me tell you a little bit about what I love inside the content operating system. Justin just released version 2. So now inside the operating system, you have version 1 and version 2 of the course, which I think is fantastic. It again points back to his mission to help grow a portfolio of one-person businesses. So that is really his focus. And what happens in the operating system is it teaches you about how to work smarter, not harder. He teaches you about how to leverage Twitter and LinkedIn to find the posts that are working the best, and then to really make templates out of them so that you don't have to create your own templates. You can look at what all of the people that are ahead of you are doing and emulate rather than innovate. You are bringing your own spin, your own ideas and concepts and content to each post, but you're looking at the format and the approaches that are working for others that are just a little bit ahead of you. And up until this point, I knew that was a great concept, but until I saw him walking through the process that he takes inside his own business for creating these templates and implementing them, it felt a bit ambiguous. It felt like it was just always a little bit outside my reach and my capabilities. So this content operating system, Justin is walking you through each step of the way. And he is not one to say, oh my gosh, you need to go buy this, buy that, buy that. In fact, he likes to keep his costs down. So he tells you about the free products that he likes and uses. He also tells you about the paid services that he uses because he knows that they are going to get you the most bang for your buck. He's not going to tell you about things that you don't actually need inside your business. So, content operating system. It's fast, it's doable, it's affordable, it's implementable. It's got templates galore and this concept of creating templates. So he doesn't provide a ton of templates, but he teaches you how to make your own templates that fit your business. And anything that you can templatize will decrease the amount of time you have to spend on social media. It will free up your time to actually respond to people, to run your business, to get out there and share your wisdom, to work with your clients versus spending hours upon hours upon hours every single day trying to figure out what to post in hopes that at some point it gets seen by someone. This is one of my favorite courses. Like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. It doesn't take weeks to get through. It doesn't take weeks to start implementing. In fact, I ran the course up on my computer on one monitor while I implemented what he was talking about in real time. Now, I did have to pause the video to do that because I was listening to it on double speed. But the point is that it doesn't take a ton of time and brain power to go, what do I do now? Wait, I've got to listen to this 18 more times to figure it out. It's clear and it's concise. So there you have it. I wanted to bring this really fantastic, short, implementable course to you today in our podcast, knowing that social media is such a bugaboo for so many of us. In fact, when I talk inside the Coaching Hive with entrepreneurs, social media, the word itself, or words themselves, often bring about a cringe. And I feel like Justin's content operating system is one of the first times I haven't felt cringy about social media. It has simplified things immensely. I am already starting to see growth and interaction that I've never had before. And I thought that I would share with you, I have not been active on Twitter up until about a few weeks ago when I started kind of picking at it and tweeting occasionally, nothing really consistent. But Justin has a great plan for how to interact in social media so that you are starting to get a little bit more of that feedback and a little bit more of those views and likes and comments And it's such a neat opportunity. So I was really coming to Twitter pretty much fresh when I purchased his content operating system course. So what is your action item this week going to be in terms of social media? I think this week, your action item should be to take a little bit of time to reflect and think about what it is you want to gain out of social media. What do you want to have happen? Do you want to be able to rely on organic growth, which is a little bit slower, but it doesn't cost as much, right? Because it's organic. You're not paying for ads. Or do you want to speed up that growth and pay for some ads? Either way, you still have to have a good system in place. So I want you to really reflect on what kind of system you have in place for your social media so that you can get crystal clear on what you need in order to take the next step forward. Now, before I wrap up, I do want to let you know that Justin also has a LinkedIn course, same price, $150. And it is also equally brief. I have purchased this course, but to be honest, I have not gone through it yet because I wanted to really hone in and focus in on the content operating system. I know without a doubt the LinkedIn course is going to be just as fantastic. I am really thrilled with the quality of the product that Justin puts out. And I have been using his monthly templates, which is a separate membership product, really inexpensive per month. You get 5 new templates to use on Twitter and LinkedIn that come to your course area with Justin. And that has also been a really great find. I cannot wait to update you on the LinkedIn operating system when I go through that course. But for now, I didn't want to hold out on you. I didn't want to make you wait to hear about the content operating system until I had gone through the LinkedIn operating system. I highly encourage you to check out Justin's products. He is practicing what he preaches. He is serving with an intention of helping solopreneurs to grow their business without needing a big staff or taking up your entire life. It has to be a business that you love and a business that allows you to still live life. So everything that he does is really based on that premise. He is really changing how we look at especially Twitter and LinkedIn. And I, for one, am excited to be jumping into a new platform. I don't say that often. I don't love social media as a rule, but I'm really excited to be taking this new approach. I feel like it's easy to implement. I love the concept of templates, and I like that the courses are short and sweet and to the point. So if you are interested in the content operating system or the LinkedIn operating system, I'm going to drop some links in our transcript and in our show notes so that you can check them out. These are affiliate links, and I do make a small commission off of them. If you choose to purchase that way, it does help me to continue producing this podcast and to continue bringing you new reviews and takes on the products and services that are out there for you as an entrepreneur. So there you have it. I hope that you found this helpful to learn just a little bit more about Justin Welsh's content operating system. And I promise you that once I've had a chance to go through the LinkedIn operating system, I'm going to come right back here to this podcast and share a little bit about what I like about that particular approach. Okay. This week, remember, you're going to reflect on what you need to do to be more consistent in social media, what would help you. Like I said, Justin is a big fan of creating templates to simplify your social media approach while making use of the people who are coming before you, who are just a little bit ahead of you, and using their wisdom to help you make the most of your time and your efforts. That's all I have for you today. I look forward to seeing you back here next week for another episode of the Coaching Hive podcast, where a focus on mentoring and community removes the overwhelm of building your successful and profitable business and adds in a dose of momentum. Until next time, have a healthy, safe, and happy week.